This stitch is called the Hungarian braid stitch or Hungarian chain, and you're going to start it the same way that you do a reverse chain. So you're going to do a little catch stitch, and then you're going to do a chain stitch through that little catch stitch. All right. So there is your first part of the stitch. Next, you're going to come up just a little ways ahead, probably about, I would say that's probably 1/4 of an inch. We'll go about 1/8 of an inch here. And I'm going to go through this catch stitch one more time. So it's like a double or a heavy chain. Okay, now I'm going to leave this last chain stitch loose. And then I'm going to come up down my line of stitching another 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to scoot under just those 2 center chains. And after I scoot through, I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to tighten up the chain, and I'm going to leave this one loose. And then I'll come up ahead and go through those 2 centers. You have to make sure that you go over, under the chain, the 2 chain stitches, and then over the top. And after I pull that through, I'm going to tighten it, and then I'm going to leave this one loose and leave this one loose. So this is fairly similar to a heavy chain, but it definitely is different. And you can curve this. So you're going to come up ahead, scoot under just those last 2 chains, pull through, tighten, leave it loose, and leave this next part loose. Sometimes in books it shows you pulling this stitch tight and then reaching in and grabbing those, going underneath the 2 stitches of the chain, but it's just easier to work this way. And so see how I've got these 2 loose ones. I'm going to go over, under, over, pull the chain tight, leave this one somewhat loose. And you can loosen this easily before you've scooted under the chain. And it is much easier to scoot under the chain with the eye, leading with the eye of your needle. Once you get the hang of it, you can go pretty quickly here. It's really not a difficult stitch. And this one is called the Hungarian braid stitch. This will be my last stitch. I came up fairly close right there. Scoot under. Gotta go around that one, don't I? There we go. I'm going to leave this one just a little bit loose to do the very last stitch. Now I'm going to go very close to this end, so that when I scoot around, I still have that doubled up thread, you know. And then you would just go down and tie off in the back. And that is called the Hungarian braid stitch.